I think I may have overdone it. Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. It's been a while, hasn't it? I took a little time to like catch up on projects because I've been going since I released that Anastasia video, so I needed some time to sit back and do personal projects. But I'm back now and I'm back with Belle. Belle has been another dream Disney dress. It's like every Disney dress like a dream dress, to be honest. But Belle is one of those beautiful dresses that I've wanted to create, but I was too scared to because of my sewing abilities and I wasn't sure I was good enough. But here we are. I'm doing this intro after I finish the project, so I know what it looks like. Well, you probably saw it on the thumbnail, but anyways, am I happy with it? Yes, it's pretty. Do I think it could have been better? Absolutely. I think it's a little boring, to be honest. I feel like it could have been more, I don't know. I feel like I could have done more to make it even prettier, but it came out how it came out and I'm not that displeased with it. So we'll go from there. I have been planning to do this for months. I even drew out some pictures to figure out how I wanted it, what type of fabric I wanted to use for this, how I wanted to use the fabric. Just a lot of back and forth on how I was going to do this project. And I finally decided it's time. For the fabric, I pretty much thrifted most of it besides the base golden fabric. I chose this color fabric because I'm doing this to fulfill my childhood dreams of having every Disney princess dress. And child me saw Belle's dress and saw it as gold. Adult me saw it as yellow, but I don't like yellow. It's my least favorite color. This type of yellow is nice, but like bright yellow, no thank you. So I found this. It's like goldish yellow, and I think it's a good middle ground for the color of her dress. Everything else I think was thrifted. The lace I used, the bottom skirt I used, the tulle I used, everything else was thrifted, and I already had the hoop skirt and the petticoat. So for the skirt, I wanted to do 8 panels. I was constantly going between 6, 8, or 10. I kept going between other cosplayers and the movie and like the Disney dresses, like the Disney World dresses. But I decided to do 8 because that gives me a seam down the middle and a seam down the back, which is ultimately what I wanted. So I did 8 panels for the skirt and I got 6 yards of the gold fabric, and that was enough for everything. So I think that's all I wanted to cover, so let's get into making the skirt. Okay, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous, I'm so nervous. Oh, I'm so nervous. Why am I so nervous? Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. What are we thinking, people? I think I kind of like this look with the lace. It's very pretty. Now, my original plan was to have lace along the bottom here, but if I have lace all throughout the skirt, I don't think I would need that. And I kind of like this. It's really pretty. Instead of just you know, golden organza. So I think I'll cut out 8 panels. Well, of what I can get. It's not as wide as my satin or organza, but as much as I can get out of the lace, I think that's what I'm going to do. Wait, I kind of like this over it too. I like it over more. I can work with that. And then it'll be like very, very, very... Do I even need the organza? Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. And it could be higher than this is. Like right there. Okay. Oh. Do I need the organza? Because so far, I don't need the organza. Like, if I have organza under, and this is higher. Wait, I don't think I need the organza. Oh my gosh. I don't think I need it. I think I'll just use it on the bottom. Wait, this is revolutionary. New idea confirmed. No organza under this, and save these for the underskirt. So I sat on it, and I think I'm not going to have an overlay of the lace because it's making it look too much like a wedding dress or like a prom dress. I just don't think it's fitting in with what I want. But I think I'm still going to use it when I sew these all together and gather them up, you know. I think I'm gonna use these as like, don't mind this. This is not how it's gonna be gathered. It's just so you can see the demonstration. So I think I'm going to attach it like this. Oh, my arm's in the way. Like this on the bottom of the gathered panels. So it'll be like, I think that will be prettier, and I'll still be able to incorporate? I think that's the word. Incorporate? I don't know. Incorporate the lace. So it'll be like that. And I think that will be better than what I was going to do. So I'm gonna let the skirt panels hang overnight because, you know, sewing rules and all that. Have to let the circle skirts hang so they can stretch out and they won't warp your hems, even though I don't really care, but I'm gonna follow the rules anyways. And take all this lace off for later use, and then I'll start cutting out the bodice. Good morning, people of the internet, or good night, or good afternoon. It's morning for me right now. Today, I'm going to be sewing the skirt panels together. I've also cut out some pockets because I realized I have 50 million panels right here, so I can add some pockets. I'm also going to hem them because I feel like it'll be fast to hem it, since I'm not going to have like 2 or 3 overlays on the skirt. So I'm gonna do that and then figure out how to do the gathering part. I was thinking of doing stretch the elastic on the seams to make it gather up, but I'm also not too sure how to do that. I know you have to cut it shorter than where you, or no, cut it to the length you want it. But I don't know where to start it. Like, do I start the elastic all the way up here? Do I start it like here? I'm a little confused. Especially where I'm gonna put the pockets. I'm gonna have to start them under. I'm gonna have to start them under the pockets. So I'm gonna put the pockets pretty high. So, I don't know. I'm a little confused. But we'll figure it out as we go, as always. Okay, so I finished hemming this skirt, right? And I did say I was gonna gather it right after I hemmed it, but forget that. I'm not gonna do that. What I'm going to do is do an underskirt first with this curtain I found at a thrift store, and it has scalloped edges and a really pretty design on it. And I was like, I gotta get this for Belle, even if I don't use it, and I'm planning on using it. So I'm gonna make it an underskirt for right here, as you can see. I want it to be a little gathered like this. So what I did to make the underskirt, because I don't want to use up my white fabric to make an underskirt. So what I'm gonna do, I cut out two rectangles of tulle to go around, and I'm going to sew the curtain to the bottom of the rectangle, and then the tulle is going to be gathered to the waist, so it'll be like that, and that will make an underskirt. Well, underskirt, under petty, I don't know. And then I'm still not gonna gather the skirts. I'm going to sew this lace onto the bottom of each panel of a skirt, because while I was planning, and I was like, maybe the top skirt should have a layer of lace on it, but I didn't like it. It was looking, oh, I showed you earlier, it was looking too much like a prom dress or something like that, a wedding dress. But since I already cut out the lace, I have 8 of them, so I can gather the 8 panels to each bottom of each panel of the skirt, and I think that will look really pretty on top of the curtain. So that's what I'll be doing next. Now that I finally got this bottom tier done, it took a few days because, I don't know, it just didn't want to work. The tool looks invisible. Whoa. Sorry. It took forever because it didn't want to stay right above the ground where I wanted it. And then it wasn't going all the way around the bottom of the dress. It was horrible, but I got it now. So, and I pinned this up because I wanted to get, I didn't want to laze around right after I finished this. I did this to inspire myself to continue on. Anyways, now that this is done and it's all around and it works, I plan to cut the lace. Oh my gosh. I plan to cut the lace in half because it's a bit too big when I fold it in half, because it's going to be, they're all going to be sewn together and then like gathered to each panel, because I'll have 8. And when I fold it in half and like gather it down to here, it's too long. So I plan to cut 4 of these panels into half, so then I'll have 8 again, and then we'll fold those in half. And we'll do that. I'm still debating on sewing them together first and then folding in half. I think I might do that. Oh wait, that'd be hard to turn them inside out though. Unless I got an idea just then. So let me cut these in half, and then we'll go on sewing them together and then sewing them to the bottom of the panels. Don't fall! Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was scary. So here's how it's looking. Am I a fan of it? I don't know. It's a little curtain-esque. Maybe the bigger one was better. I don't know. But I'm just gonna keep with it and work with it. If I hate it that much, it's gonna get seam ripped. And if I don't hate it enough to seam rip it all, then I just won't. My glasses aren't tinted. Anyways, now it's time for the part I am most nervous about. Ruching. So nervous about this. I did so much research. People never say how much you're supposed to cut and how much elastic you're gonna need. Like they never say. It's so confusing. I think the way that I'm gonna do this, my pockets are only like 3 inches down. You can't see that. My pockets are only 3 inches down. Hi. Let me get this out. My pockets are only 3 inches down from the waist. I think I'm going to start the ruching right under where the pocket ends, which is... Here's a pocket. Oh gosh. It ends right here. And I don't know how to go through the pocket. I forgot about the ruching while I was adding pockets. So I think I'm gonna add it from here and then down. And my technique that I came up with to add ruching light throughout the skirt, because I don't want it just on the bottom. My technique is I'm only gonna pull it a little bit throughout. I'm only gonna pull it a little bit throughout, and then at the bottom, that's when we'll stretch it all the way, and then it'll go like phew. Or actually, I think it could be a little shorter. And then pull, and it'll go phew. And the thing about Belle's skirt is, because the way I cut it, I cut 8 panels because I wanted a seam in the front and a seam in the back. And her front is higher than the rest of these. So I'm going to try to do that. Wish me luck. Hello? I am so proud of myself for not knowing how to do this. Oh my goodness. Like, it looks so good. Oh my god. I ruched for my first time, and look at it, it's... I'm so proud of myself. Oh my goodness. That's 2 down. What's math? 6 more to go. Oh my goodness. The sun keeps playing with me. I think I'm gonna finish. Hold up. Look at this. It's literally doing the thing. It's doing the thing. I did want this middle one a little higher, like here. So I might ruche over ruche. I don't know if that's a thing. I might try it though. I think I'll finish ruching tonight, and then we'll add the sash. What's after the sash? I think it's the buttons. This project was a lot less challenging than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was gonna fret over this skirt for a long time, but clearly I have things handled. This was worse. This was worse to do than this. Anyways. Okay, I've attached the waistband, I've attached a zipper, and I finished the back panels ruching. So, on to the next, which is the sash. For the sash, I have a 13-inch wide panel and it's 6 yards long because I had just about that much from when I cut out panels for the skirt. So I have 13 inches, 6 yards wide. No, not 6 yards wide. 6 yards long, 13 inches wide. And I'm going to sew this long strip of fabric into a tube, turn it inside out, and then we'll start like gathering it at this point and sewing it on. And sorry if you hear fans all throughout this video. It's starting to become summer and it's hot, and my room is small so it gets hot faster. I want a mic so it can drown out all this white noise, but for now I can't do that, so yeah. My dilemma is I want it to be like a little deeper swag, but to do that it has to be down here, but I think it just gets lost in all the ruching. To not get it super lost, it would have to be up here. I think I got a way I like it. I think I like how it's just change the heights between where they go. So I think I'm gonna keep with that. That's alright. As you can see, the swags or the swoopy things are on the dress and the buttons. I'm not really a fan. I'm not a flan. I'm not a flan. I'm a person. I'm not a fan of the placement. I think it's a little high. I didn't want it to get lost, but at the same time, but I guess it's okay. It's okay. The buttons also aren't my favorite. I covered this one in pearls because I thought it would be pretty and match the bodice pearl thing that I have. See, this is one of the buttons that is gonna be on the pearl, or one of the buttons that is gonna be on the pearl. One of the buttons that's gonna be on the bodice, and I've had it. I was gonna do a cosplay with this, but I never ended up doing it, so I have this. So I'm gonna use that, and I thought this would match, so I did that. The other buttons though, I'm not really a fan of them. They do kind of match the bottom skirt, so I'm not mad at it, but there's that. But with that, the skirt is done. I may do a little finishing touches. I might add some pearls to the lace here. I think that'd be really pretty. I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling. But now it's time to start on the bodice. The pattern I'm using is the same pattern I used for Aurora. I'm practically going to use the same techniques, except I'm not going to do piping in between the front 3 seams. I am going to do piping on the bottom because I want that to be... Did you hear my stomach? Oh my gosh. I do want piping, you know, on the bottom of the bodice. I think that'd be really pretty. And it kind of looks like Belle has some of that. It looks like she has piping in the middle, but I don't want that. So, we'll see. First, we gotta start sewing some piping. So I think I'm gonna go with this arrangement for the bodice. The middle panel, I have my layer of satin, And then the second layer is the layer of the curtain that's on the bottom of the skirt. And then the third is the lace. And that softens out the harsh color of the curtain fabric. And I think that could be pretty. And if it isn't, I'll just go back to basic. But for right now, I think this will look nice. So I'll go with this for the bodice. Alright, update. I was putting the bodice together, seeing if I like this, and I do not. It looks like an eyesore. It looks disgusting. Especially with the rest of the dress. I don't like that. It looks disgusting. I don't know if I'm just gonna go regular gold or at least overlay the middle with lace. But what I do know is it is not gonna have this disgusting curtain fabric because it looks gross and I don't like it. Other than that, it's coming along great. You see the upgrade? This looks so much prettier than with the curtain. I'm so happy with it. The curtain was making it look like mesh, like more like my skin tone, and that's not what I wanted. But this right here, I love. It's so pretty. And I did decide to add piping here because I thought it looked weird with just the overlay and then next to the non-overlay parts. So I added piping to separate it, and I think it looks prettier that way. It's been a bit since I filmed for this video, so like literally a few weeks. So I don't know what I last filmed, but here's what I can tell you. The bodice is done, mostly done. Like I attached the modesty panel literally just now, and I closed up the sides. Everything's done, she's together. So today I will be putting in the grommets, and if I feel like it, I'll probably work on the shoulder piece, and I want it to be puffy. Ooh, like in the cartoon. I watched a bunch of people make Cinderella dresses, and I'm gonna copy Bertha, that's the word. I'm gonna copy that and try and make it as fluffy as they get the live action Cinderella dress. Yes. Cause I don't want it flat. That's boring. And who likes boring? I don't. So it's gonna be fluffy. Just imagine fluffy. And I think I'm gonna go about it like how I attached Aurora's collar thing, or how people attach Cinderella's Bertha. That's it. I dyed my fabric for the sleeves. Ooh, it looks good on camera, and that's all I need. Because let me tell you, in real life, this is, I mean, it's not bad, but if you look really closely, you can see the patches of bad dye. We'll just keep this a secret between you and me, okay? We don't have to tell anyone, okay? But anyways, and I think I color match this pretty well. I think that's it for the updates. I've been filming a lot. I don't think another video is gonna come out as late as this one has, but you know, I was taking a break. Anyways, doesn't matter. Let's get started. Disney! These are not equal. This side has 13, this one has 14. Oh no. And I think, no one side is longer than the other. It's just, I apparently am not careful. Which I already knew, but like, well, there's that. One is 13, one is 14. We'll see how it laces up later. Okay, so I cut out the Bertha. I just used like a short sleeve template and kind of made it around that because I didn't really know how to do the shape myself. I'm just mimicking what I've seen other people do. So I cut that out and I clipped it onto the bodice to see how it would look, and look at it. It looks very pretty. And so the middle is going to be gathered down like this, and the sides are going to be gathered down like this. And then I'm going to probably put like a few French knots or whatever in the middle, because I have to get my arm through, that I almost forgot about. But good thing I didn't sew it on yet. But I have to put a few French knots here so this could be gathered down a little bit too. That's that. Oh, and I made it one continuous piece because I didn't think of that. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but I made it one continuous piece, and I think that will work way better. And I cut it out very huge because I wanted a giant seam allowance, because organza does not like me, or it probably doesn't like anyone. It frays out of the seam and that annoys me, and I don't think I'm going to French seam it. Let me do a test real quick. We're gonna see what happens when I burn this organza, because I'm pretty sure this is polyester, so it shouldn't be too bad. So let's see. There's a fan on me. It's really hot. I don't know why. It's been cooler these past few days, but right now it is hot. I'm hot. I'm sweating. Okay. Whoa. It burns quick. Oh, you can't see anything. Okay, ready? Proceed with caution, people. Can you see the frayed ends? Don't look at me. Oh yeah, that's nice. So I might do that after I sew it together into a tube. Cause who has time to be making sure make sure it doesn't fray. Oh, that's hot. Okay, see? Proceed with caution. I think I'm gonna do that. Cause I don't feel like French seaming. I don't feel like enclosing any type of seam. So let's do that. And then after I sew this on, I think I'll be done with the bodice. I will be done with the bodice. And then I just have to accessorize the bodice, and so I'm not done. Accessorize and do the gloves. I don't want to do the gloves. I have half a mind to buy gloves, but I won't because I spent money on fabric, so I won't do that. What's it called? The buffet? No. Brought it? No. Bertha! Remember when I said I made the Bertha in one piece? So I wouldn't have to make two pieces and sew them together and whatnot. Turns out it wasn't long enough. Surprise, surprise. Right near the end, I have a mess up, and it's not the gloves. Anyways, so I made another one, and we're gonna finally sew it on the bodice. It wasn't too severe. It wasn't too severe. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine, but we're tired. I want to be done with it, you know. We're gonna take the middles, and they'll be on the middle for my arm. Or kind of. It's because when I started cutting it out, I measured the length of the bodice. I didn't account for a sleeve allowance to like be able to get my arm in and lift. So that's what this is for. 2 of them. So I'm just gonna start sewing it on and wing it, because that's all I can think. There's really no science on how to sew it to the bodice. So, also, I'm so happy with this. Because look, it's a little Easter egg for myself. Yellow dress, and then my dress on the outside. It's the little things, people. It's the little things. Wow. Actually, the most comfortable gloves I've ever worn. Or made. Besides the wrist being super small. Wait, it's not even the wrist. I can't believe that worked. 16 minutes to sew this one glove. 16 minutes. And I still have one more to go. And for the final touches, I was deciding between these buttons or just the clasp alone, and I decided for just the clasp alone. And then we move on to the reveal. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and for the next video,